closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. That one caught by Gibson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown!
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going quickly out wide to Moore. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
But partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. This is going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, and they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll run here with Algier. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Raiders' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Falcons! Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Antonio Gibson, 33 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this, we can protect this, and make sure we keep the ball. Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. Ultra.
Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4th down. Here's Wilson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Again, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Wilson on first down. He hits Adams complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw again is Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. They've got his man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Gibson again. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Falcons. Noah Fant, 54 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action with Wilson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
It's Wilson on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out as they have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll look to throw. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Finding space at the 40, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now it's Wilson. He's got it to Gibson. Touchdown!
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And the Raiders have got him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, it would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And complete to Drake London.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep for more.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
One more time with Gibson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Carlson is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
Not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's back to throw. incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the corner, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to...
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last two games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game, and there are 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse. Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Here's Wilson. And it's complete to Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Wilson. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to keep...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.